the CBC Evening News.
Very good evening to you. I'm Lisa Broom with the Tuesday, July 7th edition of the CBC Evening News. In our top story tonight, the National Union of Public Workers has started phase 2 of its industrial action following yesterday's national protest march through Bridgetown. Acting General Secretary Rosalind Smith says they've asked the Sanitation Service Authority to stop picking up garbage and to hold off on carrying out burials until the end of the week. She announced the latest step today after a meeting at the union's Dalkeith Road headquarters with Committee of Management members, shop stewards and councillors. Ms. Smith also revealed that other entities will be involved in tomorrow's action. She says it will continue since they have not heard any official word from the Prime Minister, Fendel Stewart, or the Labour Minister.
There will be no burials tomorrow, and that will continue throughout the week. There will also be activity at the port where we have instituted a go slow within the port. Among other things, there will also be some other form of action, which I still will not state, but you will see the effect of that. So we are adamant that going forward, if the government refuses to intervene, then between now and Friday, you will see a total shutdown in Barbados.
Ms. Smith says the union is not backing down on its stance to have the letters rescinded or the workers paid as if they retired at 67. The Education Ministry is trying to avoid the confusion experienced last year with the distribution of bursaries. Minister Ronald Jones says in about 3 weeks, a paper will be put to Cabinet outlining just how the scholarships and grants will be distributed. He says afterward, students who are pursuing studies in identified priority areas will be asked to apply.
We are looking for those things which will push the developmental agenda of Barbados to support those students who are doing that, and that's a full 100% tuition cost. It is means tested, as said by the Minister of Finance, in relation to your salary of the household and that kind of thing. Of course, all of these things will be tweaked by the Minister of Education, looking at the practical experience of the reality and our knowledge of students who go and the needs of the students.
Minister Jones says government looked at the salaries of Barbadian households and determined that prospective students would need help. He says that was the basis on which the bursaries were offered.
We were still able, in the second semester, we had $3 million, and that $3 million was literally spent. We still have a few cents from that, but that is to impart on those students who had applied but then did not take up the second semester. We will apply it to the first semester for the year 2015-2016.
While thousands of primary school students will be spending the summer holiday relaxing, over 80 of them will be busy putting in extra work for next year's Common Entrance exam. This comes as the students will be taking part in the Ministry of Education's annual summer school program. Speaking at the program's launch this morning, Senior Education Officer Fernando Carter explained that it will help students to improve their literacy and numeric skills.
Each child will receive individualized based instruction based on the results of the diagnostic tests in reading and mathematics. Of course, retesting will be done to monitor and evaluate this progress.
And apart from academics, the students will engage in martial arts, drama and arts and craft during the 4 weeks. Other education officers highlighted some of the benefits reaped from the program in the past.
We do witness improved reading levels and overall enhanced self-esteem, better ability to get along with other students, more confidence. And so those are some of the broad highlights in terms of the benefits of summer school?
We've had, like, for this year, I know that we had a student who was here last year, and he wrote the common entrance this year, and he scored 84 in mathematics. There was another one who was here last year at summer school, and she scored 70.
And the senior education officer in the Ministry of Education says the criterion reference test is not being used properly in the island schools. According to Fernando Carter, the test, which can be used as an early indicator to detect weaknesses in students, is often neglected. He was speaking at the launch of the ministry's 2015 summer school program.
A highly neglected source of useful information for instructional design is the criterion reference test, also called CRT. This test, and many others, if properly utilized, could have provided valuable information that would have informed instruction early in your child's educational process.
Patients attending Ward C9 at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital can soon expect a better level of health care service. In a couple days, the department will be under renovation. The IV Viola Williams Foundation will be donating $550,000 to refurbish and upgrade technology on the ward. The project is expected to be completed in 3 to 4 months. Trustee at that foundation, Paul Williams, says the donation will increase the efficiency and delivery of services.
An improved C9 would definitely benefit the hospital in many ways. It would definitely, as said earlier, be a new model for going forward in renovations to other wards. It would also improve the delivery drastically of the health care in this ward. It would definitely allow the patients a larger percentage of recovery, and it would also take the stress off the accident and emergency, particularly those heart patients who are on monitors.
We'll have more news in just a moment. Stay with us.
More great cities just got closer. The Scotiabank Aero Platinum MasterCard is now even better. Fly to New York, Miami, Orlando, and Fort Lauderdale with just 20,000 Scotia points. With your new Scotiabank Aero Platinum MasterCard, you'll receive a welcome bonus of 10,000 Scotia points, so you can enjoy the cities you love most sooner than ever. Apply today. Call 426-7000 or visit your nearest branch. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Be a winner. Go up to 10 kilometers further with Sol. Don't miss any of the action in the Hero Caribbean Premier League here on CBC TV8. It's how we play. The CPL T20 is brought to you by Wabisco Limited, the Barbados Lottery, Sandals Barbados, Good Time Snacks, SMJ Beverages, agents for Turbo Energy Drink, Direct TV, Biko Ice Cream, and Beacon Insurance.
The 7 men charged in connection with a number of serious crimes have been remanded to prison and have been given various dates to return to court within the next month. Sharad Jabari Phillips and Kemar Ward, both 23 years and of Parish Land Christchurch, are charged in connection with the fatal shooting of 27-year-old Sean Jordan of Gemswick St. Philip. The two have been remanded until next Wednesday, when they will appear at the District B Magistrates Court. Phillips, along with 26-year-old Javon Straker, also of Parish Land, is accused of 3 counts of serious bodily harm in connection with a shooting in St. Patrick's, which left 3 men injured. Phillips and 19-year-old Romario Antonio Hope of Lamings Park, St. Joseph, are jointly charged with the offense of aggravated burglary in which a householder was shot at Lamings. They have been remanded until next Friday, when they will appear at the District F Magistrates Court. Now, Phillips, along with 24-year-old Joel Hunt, 26-year-old Nathaniel Robinson, and 26-year-old Damien Shireen Proverbs, all of Parish Land, are accused of carrying out the armed robbery at the Monster Grill and Bar on June 17th. They will appear in the District B Magistrates Court next Wednesday. Elvis Graham, the owner of the Rendezvous Christchurch business, was shot multiple times during the incident. 2 firearms and a quantity of ammunition were recovered during the police investigations. In other news now, top marks from the main sponsor of the Junior Monarch competition for the content and standards of that show. Scotiabank's marketing manager Lisa Cole says the competition is one of the most looked forward to events on the crop over calendar, and she's encouraging the young Calypsonians to keep performing even if they graduate from the contest. The banking official says Scotia is committed to culture and the youth.
This shows us that our investment in local culture is bearing fruit and has been worthwhile. And for us, it is an investment in our country's cultural heritage and in our youth. This is how we feel about our partnership with the Junior Calypso Monarch contest. We're not the kind of sponsor that skips from one event to the other, leaving one hanging when another one comes along that seems trendier. Frankly, we feel that our national festival is too important to take that kind of approach. What Crop Over needs more of is long-term, committed sponsor support, which then gives the creatives who fuel the festival the freedom to focus on innovating rather than constant fundraising.
Ms. Cole was speaking at the press launch for the Scotiabank Junior Monarch competition, where the 16 finalists drew their positions for next Saturday's finals. In the 8 to 12 category, first to perform will be Dynamo, followed by Aliyah, Starburst, Soraya, Defending King Renan, Brown Star, Kiki Boo, Liana, and Star Diamond. In the 13 to 18 category, first out will be Nubian Queen, then Raheem, Adila, Lady Tai, Sparkle T, The Overcomer, Quinn P, RJ, and reigning queen Sammy G will perform last. The reserves in the competition are Jatanya in the 8 to 12 category and Confetti in the 13 to 18 category. This year, the annual Youth Pan project is looking to spice things up. Coordinator of the workshop, Kentley Gill, says the children will be engaging in a number of assignments to make playing steel pan more interesting. He says the new initiative could help students who are taking CXC music.
We want them to feel more comfortable as they do pan. So we've introduced an element of completing projects, doing a project during the duration of this camp, a music project, a Caribbean music project, or a Caribbean Carnival Arts project. And is intended to support their approach to CXC, because the CXC music and sometimes the music and cultural components usually they ask questions of their knowledge of what's in our cultural environment.
Mr. Gill was speaking to CBC News at the Queen's Park Steel Shed. 60 students between the ages of 9 to 18 will take part in the 3-week program. It's being supported by the Central Bank of Barbados and the National Cultural Foundation. The theme is Pan Revolution, charting a new direction. He also says a lot of people have benefited from the project over the years.
We've had a number of students gone from this program, motivated by this program. Not necessarily trained in all the technical aspects, but motivated by this program. They've gone to Barbados Community College and completed associate degrees. And some people have gone on from there to university and completed full degrees simply because they came into this camp, was motivated by PAN and what we are saying about PAN could be another opportunity for your development. They've gone to that level.
Still to come, a look at some of the stories making headlines across the region. Stay with us.